In this quick video guide, I want to show you how you can create this displacement effect and generate a building really easy without actually modeling anything, but just using a material, which we're going to take from Blenderkit in Blender. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start all over so you can see all the steps on how you can use displacement. So you can see I've created some cubes, and so I'm going to just create a new one, and I will just make some room. So these are all materials taken from Blenderkit. Blenderkit is an add-on that you need to activate. So first of all, let's create an object. So I'm going to create a cube. Then I'm going to scale it just a little bit more so it's visible. And now we need to activate the add-ons that we need. And you go to the preferences of the software. Let me just change the language here. So you go to Edit, Preferences, and here you go to Add-ons. You search for Magic UV. Now this is already in Blender. You just need to activate it like this. And then you need also Blenderkit if you want to do this tutorial. And Blenderkit, it's an external add-on, so you need to download it and install it. And it's basically a library of many materials, objects, and many more. And you will find other video guides in the channel talking about Blenderkit, talking about Magic UV, and also other add-ons. And also you will find video courses in Blender. So in this video right here, we just need these two add-ons. And these are different materials that you can get. Now this is the toolbar of Blenderkit. So what I've done here, I've just typed in the search bar building. So it's gonna give me all the materials. This is the find materials icon, and you can see you have like classical buildings. You have modern buildings. So I've used this one here. I found it in the various materials that you have at your disposal, but you feel free, try whatever you want. Now I'm just gonna click and drag. This is how easy it is to bring a material on an object in Blender using Blenderkit. Now the problem is that the mapping is all wrong and it's really big. So this is when Magic UV comes in handy. If you are not an expert in mapping and managing materials, don't worry, you can use Magic UV. So what I'm going to do is go to edit mode and select all the faces of this box, and then here in the UV mapping I'm going to go box. So you can see that now it's correctly mapped, at least on the front face, on the side. So you can see it's looking good, and I can also scale it even more. Okay, so this is how quickly it is to map using the UV map Magic UV. And also you have additional tools, but I'm not gonna show those in this video. There are other videos dedicated to this topic. Now, what is the displacement and how is generated? Now, displacement must not be confused with the bump. Now, the bump effect, it's a fake superficial 3D effect. It's not actually there, it's just an effect. The displacement is an actual extrusion of that material. So to use the displacement, we need polygons. We need a lot of subdivisions, essentially. So what you need to do here before you can test the displacement is to increase the number of subdivision. And again, you can select in the edit mode, you can select all the faces, and then you can quickly right click and you can use subdivide, and then continue subdivide, subdivide, subdivide until you have a lot of these. You need a lot of those. The more of those you have, the more quality also you will have. Now, once you set up this, there is one last fix that you probably need to do. So we're going to move into the shading interface. And we can already see here the result, and that is an actual extrusion. But let's check the material, because this is what we do here in the shading interface. We are using here the shading editor or shader editor. And this is where we can see how the Blenderkit material was done. And we can also create our own. Now you can see material are a combination of different textures that you can see here in this column right here. So the last one on the bottom, this is the one that is causing the displacement effect. So if I zoom in, I can see that And if I click on this, I can see a preview here on the bottom left. So you can see the white parts are the ones that are being extruded, and the black parts are those who are not being extruded. And then you have the gray areas that are something like in between. So this is the two buildings we are actually creating right now, just with the use of the texture. We are not actually creating anything here. We are not modeling. We're just using a texture. This is how beautiful it is to use this effect. Now remember that to do all the steps that we have done. Now I'm just gonna move these a little bit here so we can see better. Also the light is really important. So these other right here, these are bump effects. So they are pretty realistic, but they are not realistic as the displacement, which is also a little bit heavy. You can turn off the stripe here of the material, by the way, of Blenderkit by clicking on that, so we can see a little bit better. Now, if you want to create your own displacement, remember you need something called height map or displacement map, which is something like that. You can create your own using black and whites and graphic design software, essentially. And then you can see that this is the texture. No, let me just I'm going a little bit slow here, so I'm just gonna turn off and see the material preview like this. So I'm gonna turn off the render. And by the way, really important thing, that you need to be in cycles when you render. So you cannot be in Eevee. So if you use Eevee as a render engine, you won't see the effect. So remember to switch in cycles to see the actual displacement. So it's an heavy renderings effect. So I'm gonna turn off this and do material preview just to show you how it works here in the nodes. So essentially, when you have a height map, you need an extra node which is called displacement. So you go here and you go add and add displacement. Then you take your texture, you bring it in here, and in the height section, and then the most important thing is the scale. So this is the one that defines the amount. You can see this is actually lower than this. And then finally, you need to bring in this into the output in the displacement slot right here. There you go. And now we just need to adjust the scale in order that it's not too small, it's not too big, but it needs to be adjusted to be then visible. Now this is too big right here, so I'm gonna go lower, 0.1, will be fine, and that's it. So this will be all for this video guide. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, stay updated with other video guides, check our other video courses and video guides that you find in the channel about Blender and other 3D software, and don't forget to support us joining the channel as a supporter. Thanks and see you in the next.